I think crucially, Kev, every time you receive one of these qualitative insights, whether it is a DM on LinkedIn from someone telling you that they loved a piece of content or wanted you to clarify something, or someone mentions you in a contact form submission, they mention your podcast or they mention your activity in LinkedIn when they're requesting a demo. These are just a tiny little peephole into dark social and a kind of little confirmation to know that what you're doing is working. And if you don't listen to these and if you don't look at them and if you just went off the quantitative data alone, then there's a very good chance that you might cancel these content programs that you have running, because on the face of it, the quantitative data might be telling you that, well, not many people are listening to your podcast, or you're only getting 1,000 people to look at your LinkedIn posts, each time you post. But the impact is going to come from those qualitative insights. And Kevin, you mentioned how our listeners can keep track of that in a sheet. What you and I do is we take all of these qualitative insights, we chuck them in one column in a Google Sheet, then we do some fancy formulas in another sheet, and we just pull out like the keywords so we can easily categorize whether someone has come from the podcast, from LinkedIn, from some other piece of activity that we've done, and it counts, I guess, how many times in that data dump the word podcast was mentioned. So out of 100 comments, we have 100 rows on a spreadsheet. If podcast is said 20 times, then podcast will be attributed 20 times.